6 months ago, you spent a weekend asking AI for a YouTube niche. You came back with a beautiful list. You picked one. You filmed for 2 months. The channel went nowhere. The list was not wrong. The list was not research. Asking AI for a niche is like asking a tarot deck about your taxes. Confident, articulate, probably going to cost you money. In the next 10 minutes, we will rebuild niche research as something you can actually inspect. Most niche research starts with the wrong question. What is a good niche? That sounds reasonable, but it is almost impossible to answer in the abstract. Good for whom? Good for which production style, budget, schedule, language, risk profile? If you ask that question too early, you usually get a list of exciting topics. And exciting topics are not the same as workable channels. They just feel better in a notebook. A creator does not need an idea that wins a conversation. A creator needs a repeatable angle that can survive production. This is where a lot of people now ask AI to invent a niche for them. And AI is very good at that. It will give you 10 ideas, rank them, add monetization potential, maybe even throw in a few thumbnails. The problem is not that the answer is useless. The problem is that it can sound finished before anything has been measured. A confident list is not research. It is a starting hypothesis wearing a nice jacket. It may be useful, but it is not evidence yet. So here is the first principle. A niche is not an idea. A niche is a pattern you can observe. You look for channels, videos, upload behavior, audience response, video length, topic repetition, view velocity, and how quickly newer or smaller channels can get traction. None of those signals gives you the final truth, but together they give your judgment better input. We are not removing human judgment, we are stopping it from starving. A pattern should survive more than one example. If one channel looks great and the next 10 channels look exhausted, that is not a niche signal. That is a warning with a thumbnail. Here is the tension. A big channel with millions of views can be a signal, but it can also be a trap. Maybe the channel is 10 years old. Maybe one viral video carries the entire average. Maybe the niche is crowded with expensive production standards. Or maybe it is mostly shorts traffic. Copying a 10-year-old channel is wearing a 2014 LinkedIn photo to a 2026 interview. Recognizable, not exactly current. Big numbers are attractive, but if you do not normalize them, they make a saturated niche look like an opportunity. That is why useful research asks more precise questions. Can smaller channels in this topic get meaningful views? Is performance consistent across the last 10 videos? Or is one outlier doing all the work? How often do serious channels upload? Are their videos long enough for the channel economics you want? These are not magic questions. They are engineering questions. They do not promise certainty, but they change the conversation from taste to evidence. If you are still here, this is the part the noise does not cover. Even with perfect data, you can still pick the wrong niche. Because data filters opportunity. It does not tell you which one fits you. There is a one-page checklist that handles both. 5 questions about you, 7 about each channel. We will hand it over at the end. Once you think this way, niche research becomes less mystical. You define parameters, language, region, search term, sample size, look-back window, subscriber bands, maximum channel age, upload frequency. You are basically saying, if a channel fits these conditions, I want to look at it more closely. If it does not, spend attention somewhere else, and every parameter becomes a threshold. A threshold can be wrong, but at least it is visible. If you say, channels under 50,000 subscribers that are already getting strong recent views, you have a testable rule. Too strict? Loosen it. Too noisy? Tighten it. Vibes cannot be debugged. The only error message vibes give you is try harder. Parameters can be debugged. That is the difference. Niche Revealer is one way we built that thinking into an actual workflow. It uses the official YouTube data API through your own key. Your data, your key, your decisions. You can run discovery, score candidates, inspect why a channel passed or failed, bookmark in a watch list, and export what matters. But notice the order. The tool is not the philosophy. The philosophy is signal-first research. The tool is one implementation of it. A discovery run should produce a short list, not a verdict. Software does not announce your future. It just helps you spend judgment on better candidates. AI still has a role here, but not the role people often give it. AI should not be your oracle. It should be your analyst after the data is on the table. Let it explain a channel's strengths and risks. Let it suggest adjacent keywords. Let it generate content gap ideas after you have observed real channels. That is very different from asking AI to dream up a market from nothing. Data first, interpretation second. Decision still belongs to you. A good AI pass can summarize patterns you might miss when you are tired. It should not quietly turn into the person choosing your channel direction. There is another important point. Scores are triage, not destiny. A score helps you decide where to look next. It should not decide your channel for you. A channel can pass a metric test and still be a bad fit for your production skills. Another channel can look only partial, but reveal a useful sub-niche or content gap. Watch lists, comparisons, exports, they let you build research memory instead of chasing whatever looked promising at 11:30 last night. The real asset is not one perfect niche result. The real asset is your research database. Every search adds candidates, every export becomes part of your archive. Over time, you stop asking, what should I create today? And start asking better questions. Which signals are improving? Which channels are repeating? Which assumptions did my last search disprove? That is compounding work. Temporary research is a strange place to build a long-term channel. A practical workflow can be simple. Start with 3 to 5 seed keywords. Run a strict discovery first. Put the strongest channels into a watch list. Run quick metrics on the most interesting ones. Use deeper analysis only after a candidate survives the first checks. Export. Then choose one video angle that fits both the niche signal and what you can actually produce. Stop trying to validate an entire channel in one sitting. Validate the next decision. Remember the one-pager I mentioned? It is coming. It holds all of this in 5+7 questions. Research will never remove risk. If someone tells you they can give you a risk-free niche, they are probably selling comfort, not clarity. The goal is not certainty. The goal is to reduce avoidable blindness. Read signals before opinions. Turn assumptions into filters. Use AI to sharpen interpretation, not replace judgment. Then make a decision you can explain tomorrow, even if it needs to be revised. A research system should make you more honest, not more arrogant, which is rare. Most systems flip that. So, the one-pager, 5 questions about you, 7 about each candidate channel, a threshold that tells you investigate deeper or move on. Tape it next to your monitor. Faceless, YouTube Automation, hq.com/resources. Email in. Checklist out. Completely free. No tracking circus, no upsell, no newsletter you did not ask for. In the next video, even if you choose a good niche, you can still damage the release with titles that sound smart and lose to ones that sound proven. We will look at the exact failure mode of AI title generators and what proof-based title work looks like instead. For now, a niche is not an idea. It is a pattern. Give your judgment signals, give it structure, then let the human make the call.